calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. There's Chris Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run again with Jackson. They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First down, here's Cousins. He sets to fire deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On third down, this is Jackson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop it look like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Jackson will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Here's Wilson.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wilson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the 39, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On play action, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them.
Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start here with Jackson, trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Cousins to throw it. And this one taken in by Olave. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Joe Tryon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Press way in formation.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. On the return, it's White. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They go play action now. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Fournette again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Fournette.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's caught. This is White.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Fires quickly to White. Down inside the 10.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette.
His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. Got to continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up
the Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Cousins. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Cousins. He'll hit Jackson, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing is Cousins. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Over the middle, complete. That's White. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Wilson.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now Wilson. He'll check this one off to Fournette.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson.
He's got Otten.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So 3 plays already, first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Wilson. This is caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to...
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He completes it to Evans.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Joe Tryon
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out come the Bucs now. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. You know, that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. That's complete to White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Partner, still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Wilson.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Jackson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he will step out of bounds all the way up at the 45-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buxtons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Fournette once more on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fournette running out of the gun.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run it again with Fournette.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's a give to Fournette. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Fournette on the counter. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
To throw is Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Wilson. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins. Right side caught by Jackson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete to number 39. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Flush to his right.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Fournette. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be